about the pastime of Dhruva Maharaj. The pastime of Dhruva Maharaj have been described in Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto. In Bhagavatam, there are 10 different subject matter. Atra sarga visargascha asthanam poshana utaya manamantar isanukatha nirodha mukti asraya. First one is called sarga. Sarga means there are 24 tattva which have been created by Mahavishnu, known as Karanodakshai Vishnu. Those are the 5 primary elements such as earth, water, fire, air and ether. And then 10 senses, 5 sense objects, that makes 20, and 3 subtle objects such as mind, intelligence and ego. And then this makes 23. And the last one is consciousness or jiva. That becomes 25. Right? Now when it was created by Mahavishnu, Karanodakshai Vishnu, it was in a gross form, like ice. And since this is primary object for creation, therefore it is called Pradhan. So the description of Pradhan of these 24 elements are described in 3rd canto Bhagavatam. And then Lord asked Brahma to create. He gave all the necessary instruction to Brahma for creating this material world. Even he took Brahma to his planet and he showed him Vaikuntha. So Brahma, as an obedient son, he wanted to do this service, or obedient disciple he wanted to do, but he was unable to do because everything was in gross, everything was in ठोस को क्या बोलते हैं? Solid form, just like ice. Then Lord Vishnu glances over that solid object. Kalaha prachodayat. He added one more thing that was called time, kala. So time is something which changes everything, right? You are a young boy. After 20 years, you will not remain young. Time has changed. Then we will grow old and we will die, all due to time. In America, time changes fast. Especially the work-wise, right? Permanent work here. In India, there is permanent work. In India, they think job is permanent. People, they fight. If you get the job in railway or government job. Anyway, so the time, so that makes 25 elements. And that was given to Brahma, everything to create. So Brahma started creating. And the creation of Brahma is being described here in 4th canto. That is called Visarga. So the pastime of Dhruva Maharaj is from section of Visarga, creation of Brahma. I always give example, just like this house is created or built. There are 2 kinds of creation. There is a creation of the material which required to build this house, like brick, cement, wood, electronic electrical thing, fan, everything. It is created somewhere in different factory. But it has been brought together and assembled here. So created in a factory called Sarga and made this house is called Visarga. So this comes from Visarga section of Bhagavatam, and Dhruva Maharaj pastime is 4th canto Bhagavatam. It starts from chapter 8 and it goes till chapter 12. In 5 chapters, the description of Dhruva Maharaj is given. The first chapter describes how Dhruva Maharaj was insulted by his stepmother and he left home, went to forest. 9th chapter describes that how Dhruva Maharaj, after performing his austerity or sadhan bhajan, having darshan of the Lord and blessing, he came back. Then 10th chapter describes Dhruva Maharaj had big fight with Yakshas because Yaksha they had killed his stepbrother, Uttam. And then 11th chapter describes that this fight was not ordinary fight, a big fight. So, for that, his grandfather, Swambha Manu, has to come and explain him, fighting is not the solution for anything. And we learn in our life also. So one should not fight, one should not argue. That's not solution. Prabhupada also said, better you discuss. With discussion, you will get the answer of your problem. With fight, only 2 things happens. Each of them, 2 parties fighting, they want to prove who is right. Maybe somebody can take the kids there and play with them. So the kid can have their own zone, kids zone. So, yes, discussion is better than fight. One should not fight. And then 12th chapter describes that Dhruva Maharaj returns home. And then he rules the kingdom. So this way, in 5th chapter, the description is given of Dhruva Maharaj pastime. Now, from the very first chapter, chapter 8, we will take one sloka because Prabhupada introduced this system that one should take one sloka and then speak. So this is from, if you have mobile and everything, if the Veda is there, that is 4th canto, chapter 8, Dhruva Maharaj left his palace and going to forest. Text number 68. 68. So 4, 8, 68. Never mind. Yes. So we can start now. You got it? 4, 8, 68. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narada Uvacha. Ma Sucha Swatanayam. Deva Guptam Visampate. Tat Prabhavam Vigyaya. pravrikyento jasaso jagat.
Pravinte yad yasho jagat.
Narada uvacha
Narada uvacha.
mama suchah swatanayam.
Mama shuchah swatanayam.
Mama suchah swatanayam.
Mama shuchah swatanayam.
Devaguptam visampate
Deva guptam vishampate.
tat prabhavam vigyaya
Yata prabhavam avidyaya.
praving tejasaso jagat.
Pravinte yad yasho jagat.
Narada uvacha
Narada uvacha.
mama sucha swatanayam.
Mama shuchah swatanayam.
Devaguptam visampate
Deva guptam vishampate.
tatprabhavam vigyaya
Prabhava vidyaya.
pravring tejasaso jagat.
Pravinte yad yasho jagat.
Padhiye.
Narada Uvacha
No, read.
Narada
Let it be bigger.
uvacha.
Let it be bigger.
Mama Sucha Swatanayam
Mama shuchah swatanayam.
Deva Guptam Vishampate
Deva guptam vishampate.
Prabhavam Avijnaya
Tata prabhava vidyaya.
Pravrinte Yad Yasho Jagat
Pravinte yad yasho jagat.
No, make it bigger. A sloka, go on a sloka.
Narada uvacha.
Hmm.
Mama shuchah swatanayam. Deva guptam vishampate. Tata prabhavam avidyaya. Pravinte yad yasho jagat.
Ladies,
Narada Uvacha
Narada uvacha.
Mama Sucha Swatanayam
Mama shuchah swatanayam.
Devaguptam Vishampate
Deva guptam vishampate.
Tatprabhavam Avignaya
Tata prabhavam avidyaya.
Pravinte Yad Yasho
Pravinte yad yasho
Jagat
jagat.
Narada
Narada
Uvacha
uvacha. Mama shuchah swatanayam. Deva guptam vishampate. Tata prabhavam avidyaya. Pravinte yad yasho jagat.
Narada uvacha.
Narada uvacha.
The great sage Narada said,
The great sage Narada said,
Ma, do not. Ma, do not. Shuchaha, be aggrieved. Swatanayam,
Swatanayam.
of your own son.
Of your own son.
Devaguptam,
Deva guptam.
he is well protected by the Lord.
He is well protected by the Lord.
Vishampate,
Vishampate.
O master of human society.
O master of human society.
Tat, his.
His
Prabhavam,
prabhavam
influence.
influence.
Abhigyaya,
Vidyaya.
without knowing.
Without knowing.
Pravinte,
Pravinte.
widespread.
Widespread.
Yat,
Yad.
huge.
Whose.
Jasaha,
Jasaha.
reputation.
Reputation.
Jagat,
Jagat.
all over the world.
All over the world.
Translation and purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The great sage Narada replied, "My dear king, please do not be aggrieved about your son. He is well protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although you have no actual information of his influence, his reputation is already spread all over the world." Purport. Sometimes when we hear that great sage and devotees go to the forest and engage themselves in devotional service or meditation, we become surprised. How can one live in the forest and not be taken care by anyone? But the answer given by a great authority, Narad Muni, is that such persons are well protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Saranagati or surrender means acceptance or firm belief that wherever the surrendered soul lives, he is always protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is never alone or unprotected. Dhruva Maharaj, affectionate father, thought his young boy, only 5 years old, to be in a very precarious position in the jungle. But Narad Muni assured him, "You do not have sufficient information about the influence of your son. Anyone who engages in devotional service anywhere within this universe is never unprotected." Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurjinimilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pascharvati. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So when Brahma was asked by the Lord to do creation, so first he created the 4 Kumaraj, the Brahmacharis, the 4 Kumaraj. And when he asked those 4 Kumara to do creation, they say, "Forget it. We don't want to get entangled in household life. The creation for, production of the children, you have to get married, have wife, family. There are a lot of problems." So they didn't want to get in the jhanjat. They wanted to remain free. I always call the household life a jhanjat club. A club where there is always tension. In Brahmachari life, in North they said, Brahmachari life are the life of freedom, free life. So these 4 Kumaraj, they wanted to be free. And they disobeyed. Somebody may ask, how is it possible that their disobedience started from very beginning of the creation? How can first child disobey? And Prabhupada said, a disciple or a son can disobey his father or guru in matter of marriage. Nothing else but for marriage, yes. Now, mother, father doesn't ask their children for the marriage. Earlier it was asked, arranged by, and so on and so forth. But now nobody asks. So anyway, then Brahma got little tense that what is this thing? This is not fair. And naturally, here in material world also, here also, if our children doesn't listen to us, then we become angry. So naturally Brahma also became angry. And when he became angry, then from his anger, one small baby came out from his eyes, a small piece of lump. And that started dividing and became 11. And as soon as the baby burned, he started crying. So therefore, Brahma gave the name Rudra. And the Rudra was the Ansa or part and parcel of Lord Shiva. So they became 11 Rudra. Now, when these 4 Kumaras, they said, no, we don't want to get married. Well, if you say your parents or your guru that I don't want to get married, then you have to be serious. Just don't say, I don't want to get married. You want to get married? No. Okay, very good. See, the reality effect on him. But then you have to prepare for that. All the life is life of responsibility, whether brahmachari life or grihast life. Both lives are life of responsibility. So these 4 Kumaras, they thought that the sex desire comes only after certain age, after 12 years, 13 years, when you become teenager, right? Your girlfriend? Very good. That goes to brahmachari. Okay, very good. So after 12, 13 years, the teenager, they start feeling that I need someone. Anyway, so the 4 Kumaras, they decided that they will not grow only. So they remain only 5-year-old kid. 5-year-old kid has no this desire. So they took it seriously. Not only, they didn't do only lip service, they didn't disobey just like that. But they prepared. The same way, anybody who don't want to get married or brahmachari, they had to be prepared. That if I want to remain brahmachari, then I must do what will help me to remain a brahmachari. And the 4 Kumaras did. So anyway, when Lord Shiva was born, and then again Brahma said, my dear son, since you are born now, and Lord Shiva also asked him, my dear father, what should I do? He said, well, I have been thinking about the creation, so please start creating. So he started creating, and since he was born, when Brahma was angry, mood of ignorance kind of thing. So he created all the ghosts, bhut pichas. Brahma said, stop it, no more. Enough is enough. So there are ghosts created by Shiva, they are still there. And then the first ever son was born, that was from the mind of Brahma. His name was Manu. And he created us. Therefore, we are called Manusya. Manusya means the descendant of Manu. And for our happy life, our father, Manu, he has done a wonderful thing by creating Manu Samhita or Manu Smriti, that is law book of human being or mankind. That's law book. So anyway, so Manu was the first king on this planet. Brahma was in Brahmaloka. On the earthly planet, Manu was given earthly planet to rule. And he established a kingdom. Today it is known as Ayodhya. So Ayodhya was created by Maharaj Manu. And Manu was married to his wife. Her name was Satrupa. Manu and Satrupa. So this way, and Manu was also a portion of Supreme Lord. He was not ordinary person. He the part and parcel. We all are part and parcel. But it says here, Mano Harer Ansa Janmanaha. Hare Ansa. Ansa means part. We are also part, but he was the incarnation of the Lord that way. And Manu got married to Satrupa. So Sukadeva Goswami said, Priyavartau Tanapadau Satarupa Patate Sutau Vasudevasya Kalaya Rakshayam Jagato Sutau. Then two sons were born from Manu and Satrupa, and their name was Maharaj Priyavart and Maharaj Uttanpad. And here Sukadeva Goswami, Vasudevasya Kalaya, they were the portion of Lord Vasudeva. They were Satya Avesh Avatar, they were not ordinary. And they were born here, Rakshayam Jagato Sthitau. They were born to maintain this planet. Now there are two ways to maintain the planet. There are two ways to maintain the life. One, to maintain the life means maintaining the body. Roti kapda makan. That's one way of maintaining. And as we know that we are not this body, we are a spirit soul. And soul cannot be happy by simply maintenance of roti kapda makan. Simply by maintaining the body, one cannot be happy. And we see in material world, people, they are too much engaged in roti kapda makan, how to maintain the body. No one is happy. Then, other part of the maintenance, the roti kapda makan, the food is the rice, dal, all these things. This is food for the body. But there is food for soul. And that is called bhakti. So these two brothers, they were the answer of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So one wanted to maintain the soul. That was Maharaj Priyavarta. So he went to forest to perform tapasya. That was the way in Satyuga to satisfy the Lord. And that again, this word have been used, Rakshayam Jagato Sthitau. They were born to protect and maintain this Jagata or this material world. Protect and maintain. So best maintenance is done by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He the maintainer. Vasudeva is the maintainer. Krishna is the maintainer. Vishnu is the maintainer. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Brahma does creation. Vishnu does maintenance. And Lord Shiva does the destruction. How Vishnu does maintenance? There are many ways to maintain. One way, that He is Paramatma in our heart. So He is maintaining us by being Paramatma in our heart. And outwardly, He is maintaining us by being a spiritual master or a devotee who are showing them the path of spirituality. So, the maintenance of the soul is more important than maintenance of the body. Maintenance of the body, one can never be happy by maintaining the body. But if you are maintaining the soul, then even you don't have anything for the body, you still remain happy. Brahmbhuta prasannatma na sochati na kanchati. One is well situated that I am servant of Krishna, and is serving Krishna is prasannatma. Jitatmana prasantasya paramatma samahrita sitoshna sukadukhesu tathamana apamanayo. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, one who had taken refuge in Paramatma or the Super Soul of Krishna and controlled his senses, he is prasannatma, he is always happy in all the conditions. Jitatmana prasantasya paramatma sitoshna sukadukhesu, whether it is sit or ushna. Sit means cold, ushna means heat. Sukh, dukh, happiness or distress. Man, apman, honor or dishonor. So the real thing is taking refuge at Krishna's lotus feet. So Maharaj Priyavart, he took that path. And other side, Maharaj Uttanpad, he took the range of the management of all the citizens. Rakshayam Jagatostau. So one is Raksha and one is maintenance. So he also established a kingdom. His father Manu has a kingdom. Mataji, I think the kid is making really noise. You have to control. Or give something for him to show his. So Maharaj Manu has his kingdom. He established in Ajodhya. And Uttanpad, he established a kingdom known as, at place known as Brahmavarta Dojde. It is on the bank of Ganga, and the area was known as earlier Brahmavarta. Now it is part of Kanpur, near Kanpur. It is called Bithur. We have our temple, beautiful temple in Kanpur. So he was there in Bithur, and Bithur is he was first kingdom on the planet, one way. Even Valmiki wrote Ramayana in that place. Two sons of Ram, Law and Kush, were born there. Maharaja Jati, he also ruled from there. So that place is very religious. So if you are in India, sometime come to ISKCON Kanpur, and from there we are 8 kilometers in this place, you can visit there. And Dhruva Maharaj was insulted there by his stepmother. And from there he went to Madhuban, Vrindavan. So that I just connected that one. Now Sukadeva Goswami, Jaye Utana Padasya Suniti Suruchi Tayo Suruchi Priyasi Patni Na Itaram Yat Suta Dhruva. So Maharaj Uttanpad had two wives. One was Suniti and other is called Suruchi. And Suniti had a son, his name was Dhruva. And Suruchi had a son, his name was Uttam. Now I will describe about these two words, Suniti and Suruchi. So now after I talk, then you can decide whether you want to become Suruchi or Suniti. Suniti, Niti means philosophy or principle. So Suniti means somebody is living with the best philosophy or best principle. The same man is known by the principle he lives on, by the principle. So that's Suniti. And Suruchi, Ruchi means taste. And Suruchi means nice taste, जिसमें स्वादिष्ट चीज हो उसे सुरुचि कहते हैं. Now there are two chakshu or two eyes we have. One is called charma chakshu, this one, and other is called jnana chakshu. So Suniti, she stayed with jnana chakshu, and Suruchi stayed with charma chakshu. So if you see things with your eyes or with your senses, and that makes you happy, that's one way, that's Suruchi. But if you understand things philosophically, by Jnana Chakshu, you see things by Jnana Chakshu, to understand who am I, where I have come from, why I am not happy, what should I do that I become happy, I got everything. That is called Sunati. So Sunati always live the life with some principle. And Suruchi means one who has their senses are not controlled, they are the servant of Suruchi. So that is the meaning of these two names, because those days the name were not just given like that. Nowadays they give any name. They gave the son name, like a beggar is there begging on the street and his name is Lakshmi Narayan, So like that kind of name. And nowadays there's no name. They say Appu, Pappu, Tappu and all this kind of thing. After some time they will give the name Tomato, Karela. There's no name. Short name. America they cut it all this thing, Even good name is given in India, mother, father has given, and here they will make something else. Anyway. So the Suruchi was looking very beautiful, and she was always doing all the drama to please the king. So slowly, the king got caught in the hand of the king, Suruchi. But Suniti, she always did good thing for the king. Means where king was sometime not right, she advised him. Wife is also advisor and a good friend. So anybody who has Suniti in their brain, they get a son like Dhruva. Dhruva means very firm, And one who is Suruchi, who only looks into the beauty or something which is good for the senses, they get a son, Uttam. Now, one Mahatma was giving the example of Uttam. Tama means darkness. And U, sometime O, A, I, U added had two meanings. Uttam also means Uta Tamaha, one who crosses the darkness, is called Uttam. And other meaning of Uttam is one who is fully covered with darkness. Just like here in this today's verse, we see, what was the verse number today? 68, right? Yes. Here said, Abhigyaya. Abhigyaya. Vigyaya means to know something. And Abhyagaya means not know. Opposite. So Uttam also means one who is totally covered by darkness. That is called Uttam. Or one who is totally observing sense gratification. So anyway, cut this story short. So this way, this king had two wives. One day, ekada suruchehi putraha anka aropya lalayan uttamaha uttama na arukshantam dhruvam raja avinandata. So one day, the king was sitting, and next to him was his beautiful wife, Suruchi, sitting. So husband and wife were sitting, and Uttam was there. So king took Uttam on the lap, and he was playing. Then Dhruva came. When Dhruva came, and he saw his brother sitting there, so naturally, the kids, there are two kids are there, they fight, my daddy, my daddy, my daddy, And he is father of both sons, but he said, my daddy, like that, they fight. And then they are in competition. When they see other got a red toy, he also want a red toy. The green one he will throw. No, I want a red one. Right? You all have experience. The same way, when he saw that he is sitting on the lap, he also wanted to sit. So he tried to climb to sit. Now he was a small boy. King was sitting on the throne. And boy was small. So he couldn't climb there. And he wanted to climb. He wanted to come. He said, Na aruchantam. Means you are trying to climb, but na means not. He could not do. Dhruvam. And the king was there. He was watching. He was the father. If he wanted, he could also pick him up. Come on, you also sit down here. But he did not know. Raja abhyanandatataha. But the king did not welcome him. Just let him be like that. So, since when the Suruchi saw that king is not welcoming him, and he really loved my son, now the king was not welcoming, not because he didn't love Dhruva. He loved Dhruva most. But he was handcapped, no? Something? Handpacked, okay. So, Joru ka gulam. Joru ka gulam. He was Joru ka gulam. So, although he wanted, but he could not do because Suruchi was looking. Watch out, don't do that thing, So, he was very frightened. He could not do this thing. Then, when she saw that, she was very happy that, okay, king is not, the boy want to climb, but king is not helping. Then, such a shameless she was, she spoke out. Na bassah nirpate drishyam bhavan arodham arhati na grihato maya tatcham kukchamapi nirpatmaja. He said, my dear boy, don't try to climb up. Don't try to compare yourself with Uttam and try to sit on the lap of the king. You are not fit. Then Dhruva said, why not? I am also son of king. Just like. Then she said, yes, you are the king. You are king. Certainly, Bhavan Arod Erudute, na agrito, you are the son, no doubt. But only thing is, na grihito maya yat kuksha. Api nipatmaja. Although you are son of the king, but still you have not taken birth from my home. So you have no right to sit there. You cannot sit there. Now, then he is a small boy. He said, all right, but I am born to my mother. Then he said, yes, you are born to your mother, but unfortunately, your mother is nothing. Kings love me, not your mother. She is like maid servant, You are nothing. So please don't try to, look for something that you cannot achieve. Nunam ved bhavan yasya durrabharut arthi manoratha. Don't, desire something that you cannot get it. Durlabham arthe manoratham. You are asking for something which is durlabh, which is rare. And you cannot get it. She said, why not? But I want to get it. What should I do? He said, if you want to get, then she said, in this lifetime, you cannot sit there. If you want to sit there, then you have to take birth from my home. Means you die and then take birth. That's the only solution said. Then he asked, but how can I take birth? Then say, well, this can be arranged by the Lord. Tapasa aradhya purusham tasaya anugrahena me garbhe tvam sadhayatmanam yadyakshasi nirpasanam. He said, yadyakshasi nirpasanam. If you want to sit on this lap of the king or the Nripa Asanam or Raj Singhasan, then you have to do one thing. And that is, it's possible that you can be my son, but not by any other means. Only by means of the mercy of the Lord. For Krishna, nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. If you want anything, Krishna can make things possible. Even impossible thing can become possible. Tapah aradhya purusham. My dear son, if you want to be born from my home, then you go perform tapasya. And through tapasya, you worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. तस्यैव अनुग्रहेण में गर्भे त्वं साधयात्मनम. By his mercy, you'll be able to take birth from my womb. So can you imagine? Even in taking birth, have we taken birth according to our choice? We took birth according to our karma. We don't know what will happen next. But what Suruchi said is right. For Lord, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. Even if you want to take birth in Mukesh Ambani's house, if that is the goal, if you think that by money I can be happy and I want a richest man. Who is the richest man in the world? Whatever. Musk. Atlas. Kaun? Tesla car wala. So even if you want to become his son, by the time you want to become son, he may become poor one. So nothing is permanent here. But anyway, she said right thing. Even you want to become son of somebody, and if you pray to the Lord, nothing is impossible. And why should we be foolish to do that one? If I can be free from the clutches of Maya, birth, death, old age and disease, and go back home, back to Godhead, why should not do that one? Now, as soon as Dhruva heard this thing, that I have to die and I have to do this thing and all this thing, he was a Kshatriya. And Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. That is also confirming, yes, this is true. You want to take birth? Then worship Krishna. So Dhruva was the son of a Kshatriya and he really got upset. He really got angry. And then he went to his mother. By that time, mother has heard everything by the servants. Now here I will, tell that how a wife should learn what to do and how a son should learn what to do. Suniti heard everything and she was the wife of the king. Although king was captured by the beauty of Suruchi, but she was Suniti. She knew that his love is temporary. After some time he'll realize. So she heard this thing, and for a mother to hear this kind of thing, it's like a death for Suruchi. But still, she put patthar, apne dil par patthar rakh karke. She did not show any sign. Otherwise, Dhruva will be discouraged. If she becomes weak and start crying, then Dhruva will be broken. And she didn't want her son to be broken. She wanted her son to remain brave. Son of Kshatriya, remain brave. I don't need water, just leave it. So she wanted him to remain brave. And he went there. He was very disturbed. And Suniti kept asking, what happened? Why are you disturbed? Did anybody say anything? Did something happen? Now Dhruva was also Dhruva. He was a son of Suniti. He was not an ordinary boy. He was son of Suniti. So he also did not tell anything about, what a stepmother had done and what father had done. Because he also thought, if my mother will hear, already my stepmother told that your mother is just like servant, right? So this is their opinion. And if I tell that my father did not welcome me and my stepmother said like that, what will happen to my mother? So this is son of Suniti. He also did not say anything. He simply asked. She had heard everything, what had happened. And when he asked, what should I do to obtain the audience of the Lord? How can I meet the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Now, this is some lesson for the mother. Suniti, as soon as she heard this thing, she did not lose her cool. So therefore, always mother and father always behave such a way with the children that they are not discouraged or they don't learn something wrong thing. Whatever you do, kids will pick it up. And then when Dhruva asked, where can I get, in the Supreme Personality of Godhead? And she said, what happened? Why you want to go to forest, all these things? Then he said that I want to sit on the lap of my father, and my stepmother said it is only possible if the Lord is pleased. So I am going to look for him. Now Suniti, she did not say anything against Suruchi or the king. She, internally she was crying, but externally she did not. So here, one of the acharyas said, the mother should not teach anything wrong to their children. Because children in childhood, their mastisk is sharp slate ke saman hai. Whatever you write here, it remains here. Nowadays, mothers, they teach wrong things to children. One should never teach how to speak lie to children. One should never teach children how to steal things and things like that. There are mothers who teach their children how to lie. There are mothers who teach their children how to do pickpocketing, how to steal things. These are not the job of the mother. The foundation. If your foundation of the house is strong, the house will be strong. So children foundation have to be built very nicely. It depends on the parents. So anyway, to cut the whole story short, because this 5 chapter is for 7 days. Bhagavad Katha ka hai, pura ye hai, 7 din ka. So I'm trying to cope up. But I'll do only 1 chapter today. So here, she told, that you go to forest. There only you can find the Lord. Nowadays, if somebody joins Hare Krishna movement or ISKCON, then mother, father, they will start, condemning the child, condemning ISKCON and everything, whatnot. And here is a mother who is sending her child to become a devotee. That is the greatest thing a mother can do. That is Suniti. Suniti means, Jnana Chakshu means, Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanvan Mam Prapaddhate. The real knowledge is to engage ourselves in service of the Lord, engage our all belonging, wife, children, everything in service of the Lord. That is the real Suniti. That is the first class intelligence. That is Jnana Chakshu. To see things with Jnana Chakshu. So while, after some time, things got revealed that what Suruchi has said and all these things. Then Suniti told 4 or 5 things to Dhruva. That all right, my dear son, if you are going to the forest, you must do few things. First of all, please do not go with a disturbed mind. If you want to go to serve the Lord, you have to have peaceful mind. If you are disturbed mind, we cannot chant Hare Krishna. We will chant Hare Krishna, but mind will be there. Oh, he said like that. She said like that. Mala is going on, but mind is somewhere else. So mind had to be very peaceful. So Dhruva was insulted and his mind was disturbed. So Suniti said, please, you have to go with peaceful mind. For that, you have to go and get permission from your stepmother and your father, everyone. So he went and to Suruchi and he said, Mother, since he said that by the mercy of the Lord, I will be your son and I'll be able to sit on this, throne. So I am going to forest. My mother has said this thing. And please bless me so I can do that thing. So she was happy that, okay, Balatala, ja raha hai. So now my son will become the king only. So she blessed very nicely. Yes, you go and you will obtain the Supreme Personality of Godhead. She gave blessing very nicely. So Dhruva was peaceful. Suniti said also that on the way, do not hurt even any living entities. Means she told about all four regulative principles. Meat eating is one of these. Meat eating means do not hurt any living entities. So she taught not to hurt any living entity. So anybody who wants to become devotee, we should be free from envy. Don't be envious. Don't hurt anybody by your word, action, or any way. Third thing Suniti said, if you happen to meet any saintly person, please offer sastang dandavat. Not only when a Guruji there, then offer other, just walk like this. No. Any saintly person you meet, offer your respect. So 5-6 things Suniti had told to Dhruva, and now Dhruva was ready. So finally, and first only she said, well, when he asked her blessing before going, she said, my blessing is always there for you. But you please get the blessing of your stepmother. That was the first thing. Then he went, second thing, and then third, this one, fourth one, offer sastang dandavat when he sadhu he met. So while Dhruva was going, he happened to meet Narad. And when he met Narad Muni, he offered sastang dandavat to Narad Muni. And there, now Narad Muni started testing. The initiation is not a joke. A guru should test disciple and disciple should test guru. In Hindi they say, पानी पियो छान कर और गुरु चुनो जान कर. पानी पीना है तो you drink filter water, right? That is filter water. Filter the water, then you drink. पानी पियो छान कर और गुरु चुनो जान कर. Don't accept somebody guru because he is his guru, he is his guru, he is his guru. No. Because he guru looks nice. No. Jaan kar. First you know. Have faith in that person. Hear from him. And things like that. So Dhruva, first Narad Muni tested Dhruva. That is he pakka. Prabhupada gave one example that how a disciple and guru should test each other. And he gave the example of the pot maker. Pot maker, kumhar. So when they make the pot, then they do like this, right? If it is broken or it is okay. If it is okay, then they keep one side. Broken, then they destroy it, leave it. So Narad Muni started testing Dhruva Maharaj. 35-year-old kid. And there are so many sloka that describes that how Narad Muni tested. After hearing everything, Dhruva said, thank you very much for your wonderful, instruction. But my heart is wounded. And whatever you have told, everything has gone out. Nothing is here. So please, if you can guide me, if you can tell me, how can I, attain the Supreme Personality of God, the audience of the Lord, please tell me, otherwise don't waste my time. He did not know that he is Narad Muni or anything. A saintly person. Then Narad understood, okay, he is first class chela. ऐसा ही चेला हमको चाहिए. So he gave initiation and he told him how to worship the Supreme Personality of God. First he described the beauty of the Lord. That, if you are going to meet somebody, you must know how does he look like. What is the way to meet him. And what can you do to meet him? So, like if you are going to meet, Mr. Modi, something, whatever, then at least you should know how does it look like. Not that Amit Shah comes from your office and says, oh, Mr. Modi, Hare Krishna. At least you should know that how he looks like, So the Lord explained, so Narad Muni explains about the beauty of the Lord, how he looks like, pitambar dharan kiye hain, ye hain, wo hain, pura shyam varan hai, pura. He explained everything. And then how to obtain the Lord. The process, he said that how one should do. No meditating, no gambling, no intoxication, no sex, 4 principle kind of thing. And then what mantra? Then he gave 16, we have 16 mantra, and he gave him Dwadas mantra, Tatva Sajjug. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So Dhruva went in Madhuban on the bank of Jamuna, and as Narad Muni has told, first he took bath, he fasted. It is good to fast, finish your round before eating. That's good. Like, not that भर पेट खाओ बाद में जब करो नींद आएगी, जब नहीं होगा, जब कर लो, भजन करो पहले, भोजन करो बाद में. यहाँ पर तो भजन में आलसी और भोजन में होशियार सब लोग. Don't be like that. So Narad Muni, Dhruva, he fasted. Next day he took bath, and then he started his bhajan, chanting. So, first month, every 3 days, he ate only fruits, whatever he can get from. Second month, every 6 days, he ate only the leaves and etc. from the forest. Third month, every 9 days, he drank only water. यहाँ performing bhajan. And then 5th month, fourth month हो गया? 4th month. And 5th month, he only took, 4th month. First month is every 3 days only he took fruit. Second month, the leaves. Third month, water. 4th month, every 12 days, he took air. Every 12 days he took air. You are living on air. Air is, oxygen is very important. Do you remember? I forgot Corona Kal. Corona, right? Oxygen is very expensive. Not expensive, but very important. Corona time. Nothing much important like oxygen. So, 4th month, he did like that. And 5th month, he stopped everything. That is called, in a strong yoga, that is called pratyahar. Yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dhyan, dharana, samadhi. So Narad Muni took him, yam, niyam, asan, everything. And then pratyahar means no need of any ahar from outside. Actually, body does not need anything to maintain itself if we are content. And how we can be content? By looking inside, not looking outside. If you look outside, you will never be satisfied. That is called high laga hua hai. Ye bhi chahiye, wo bhi chahiye, ye bhi chahiye. So long you have this high, I want this one, then you can never be satisfied. But if you go internally, atmanneva atmasantushta, if you get connection with the Lord inside, then you don't need anything from outside. That is called pratyahar. And then comes dhyan, dharana, and samadhi. And then Dhruva Maharaj stood up and, first he meditated on the form of the Lord, as Narad Muni said, dhyan. Then he could see the Lord everywhere, dharana. Then in samadhi, he stood up on one leg by the toe. He was standing. And then you'll read later on that how whole planet was very disturbed, and then Lord appeared. So That was Narad, that was that side, but Narad Muni, after he instructed, Dhruva to go and do this bhajan and all this thing. Now he went there, but Narad Muni wanted to come to palace and see about Maharaj Uttanapad, that what is his situation, what is situation of Suniti, what is Suruchi thinking. So he wanted to get some feedback in palace. So when he came to palace, and then he saw that how the king was very morose. When he heard that Dhruva left palace, Dhruva has gone, and king loved Dhruva most. That day he could not do because the queen was there, Suruchi was there. So out of fear, he didn't say anything. But he was repenting, and he was worried for the Dhruva. So when Narad Muni saw him, and Narad Muni asked him, what happened? You look very morose, you look very disturbed. Is everything all right? All the citizen okay? Your health is all right? Then the king bursted and he started crying like a small baby. He said, Shuto me balako brahman aistrena akuratmana nirvasita panchavarasa samatra mahan kavi. The king started crying and said, Suto me balako brahman aistraniya akarunatmana. Oh my dear Brahman, I became too attached. I became astraniya. I became too attached. I became, handpack. Handpack, you said? Yeah. I became handpacked. That due to being handpacked, I became akarunatmaka. I had no karuna left. I became a stone-hearted. And due to my being handicapped, nirvasita panchavarasa sahamatra mahan kavi. That a small boy, he wanted to sit on my lap, but I could not do it. Indirectly, he said, sahamatra nirvasita panchavarasa. He was only 5-year-old child, but his stepmother threw him out from the palace. And he said about Dhruva, who was Dhruva? Mahan Kavi. He was not an ordinary person, he is a great personality. Mahan Kavi. He said, I do not know where is my son. He said, Apya anatham bane brahman. Oh Brahman, I do not know where is my son. He is anatha. Anatha means unprotected. He is unprotected. I do not know what is happening with him. Asmanandite arvaka, my small sweet child. I do not know where is he. He may be eaten by arvakam brikkaha. He may be eaten by the bhendiyas. Bhendiya क्या बोलते हैं? Wolf, yes. He may be eaten by wolf or lion or things like that. Sranta, I do not know whether he is alive or dead. Even if he is alive, Sranta sayana chudita, he must be very hungry, very fatigued. He must be very tired. He must be sleeping on the floor. Parimlana mukha ammuja, such a sweet boy. But he must be very, how you say, murjhaya hua? Morose. He must be morose, things like that. And after talking about the situation, he was just remembering that how Dhruva will be there. And then he started condemning himself. Aho me bata dauratmam istriya jitasya upadharayan Yo anka premman aruksham na vinandat asattamaha. Look at me. I am so wretched, I am so low class. Aho me bata dauratma. I was so cruel. That poor boy. He wanted to simply climb and sit on my lap. And due to being afraid of my my wife, I did not welcome him. He was just condemning himself. He was condemning. So, we may do mistakes sometime. Mistake happen. And if you want to recycle or you want to come back on original platform, there are 4 things to be done. Realization, repentation, rectification, and reunification. So he realized that I did great mistake, realization. That now he is repenting. And he wants to rectify, but he doesn't know how to do. Then Narad Muni rectified by saying, this is sloka that we read today. Mama sucha swatanayam deva gupta visampate tat prabhavam abhigyaya pravirte jasaso jagat. So in this material world, we all are under the protection of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. No one in this world can protect us. We think by having wealth we will be protected. No wealth. The wealth will remain here and will die. You say, my parents will protect. The parents still are there, but children they die every day. Somebody says, I will keep gun in my home, that will protect. Gun is there, still they die. Gun is there next, and they die. On the bed only. So nothing can protect us in this material world. Only if anybody can protect Deva Guptam, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has protected us, who is protecting us, and who will protect us so long as we live. So we should always remain in the protection of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And how can we understand that Lord is protecting? By establishing a relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You have to have some relationship, then we know. Like Narad Muni, he has a relationship. Therefore saying, Ma suchaha. One who has no relationship with God, they are always fearful. But one who has a relation with God, they have no fear. Krishna is here, why to fear? They have no fear. So Narad saying, Ma sucha. Do not worry, do not worry. Swatanaya deva gupta visampate. Your son, oh my dear king, your son is well protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So knowing one thing and knowledge, jnana vijnana. So we know Krishna is protector. But we should know in practically that how Krishna is protecting us every moment. Therefore, Prabhupada has established this Krishna consciousness moment so that we can establish a relationship with Krishna. And in Kali Yuga, to establish relationship with Krishna is simple way and means, and that is through chanting the holy name Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. And if somebody becomes devotee, then he said, Tat prabhavam abhigyaya pramite jasaso jagat. You do not know his influence. You do not know his prabhav. Who is your boy? My dear king, now he is well established because Narad Muni sent him, made him first class devotee and sent him to Vishnu. Supreme Personality of God, he said. You don't know his effect and his prabhav. This your boy will not only enhance his glory, but your glory too. Prangte jasaso jagat. Everybody will sing his glory. So if anybody who becomes devotee of Krishna, their glory is sung. Every day we sing Guru Puja. And how is it? Just no. Ha Prabhu Karodaya Deha More Padathaya. And then Evaya Ghoshu Tribhuvana. His glory is being sung everywhere. Because Srila Prabhupada took shelter of Krishna and his glory is sung all over the world. So anyway, we don't want glory or anything, but it comes. So best thing is to become devotee of Krishna. That is the safest way to be safe in all conditions. Krishna is protecting, but if you are a devotee, then you will feel his protection. Then you will not be afraid. Krishna is protecting. That is there. Whether you serve him or not serve him. He is protecting and he will protect you. But if you become devotee, then you will have no fear. Just like you are hungry, somebody has given you food here, but he has a gun on your head. Can you eat? Can you eat? Can you eat? Nobody can. You have a gun here, I say, come on, eat. So Maya has a gun here, and saying, enjoy. Krishna is protecting. Krishna is protecting. But how many of us has this conviction that Krishna is my protector? We don't have conviction. We are afraid. We are afraid. So if you don't want to be afraid, Krishna is doing his job, but you also do your job. If you want to be fearful, if you want to live happily, if you want to enjoy your life, then chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any question? Yes. Okay, give me this water now.
Thank you so much for a wonderful lecture. I know Suruchi is not what we want to be, but Suruchi was the inspiration for Dhruva Maharaj. She inspired that, if you want to be born from my womb, you have to go and pray to the Lord. So I just wanted to see from that angle that I see Suruchi more like a madhyam, like a, somebody who inspired, him to go this route. So how do you explain that?
Your point is very good. It's true. She is Path Pradarshak Guru.
That's what even I was thinking, that she's not exactly Guru,
And you know
but
what?
she played a small
And you know
role.
what we learn from here? In happiness or distress, we must know that a Krishna hand in that. Krishna hand in that. Just like Kaikai, right? Everybody thinks Kaikai is like this, Nobody gives their children name Kaikai also. Right? It's condemned so much, so bad. But no, Kaikai is a pure devotee of Lord Ram. If you hear exactly what Kaikai had done, you will cry. Kaikai loved Lord Ramchandra more than anybody else. You know that? The day Maharaj Dasarath announced that Kaikai will be Ram will be crowned as a king. You know who was the most happiest person? That was Kaikai. Lord Ram, he went that night and he told her, he asked her, Mother, you love me the most, is it not? She said, of course, son. Any doubt you have? So he said, now your time has come to show your love. No lip service. If you love me, then follow me. That is the meaning of love. Yes, what I have to do? He said, tomorrow, you remember Maharaj Dasarath gave you 2 boons? Yes, my son, what do you want? I am ready to use that boon for you. What do you want? He said, yes, I want you to use this 2 boon for me. You ask Maharaj Dasarath tomorrow 1 boon, by one bone that I am given Banvas for 14 years. And second one, that Bharat should be the king of Ajodhya. And as soon as Kaikeyi heard, she got a heart attack. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Now Kaikeyi, she sacrificed everything. She showed how she loves her, she really loves Ram. She sacrificed everything for Ram. So much so, for serving Ram, for following his instruction, she is condemned even till today. But look at her sacrifice for Ram. Because Lord appeared here, Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinasaya. He had to go to kill Ravan. Lord did not come just like that. All the rishis, they prayed for him to come. So he came for a particular purpose. If you have not gone to forest, you don't kill Ravan. So same way, Suruchi, you are right. She had a great role to play. Therefore, she is known as Path Pradarshak Guru. She showed the way. And for all of us, she said that, hey, if you want to be happy, if you want to get something, don't look for here and there. Go directly to Supreme Personality of Godhead. Akamo sarvakamo va mukcha kamo udaradhi tibrena bhakti yogena jajeta purusha param. Just go to him. Intensify your devotion. Tibrena bhakti yogena. And then you can get anything you want. That we learn from her. Yes, you are right. Any other question? Yes.
Not related to this topic, but if you can share any of your experience with interaction with Srila Prabhupada, that would be awesome.
Well, I became devotee in 76. But in Vrindavan I went 77. And that time, Srila Prabhupada was there. And we had gone for a book distribution, Aligarh, I remember. That day, we came from book distribution. I have only 2 interactions, Prabhupada, direct interaction. And that day it was like 5 o'clock something. And Prabhupada used to come in 77, it was in month of, April, May. After he had just come from Mayapur. And then he used to come for having darshan of Radha Sundar evening time. And he was sitting under this tamal tree and having darshan of Radha Sundar. And I came from the side door of Vrindavan. If you are going to Vrindavan, I offer my obeisance like this. So my feet was towards Radha Sundar and hand was towards Prabhupada. Usually we offer obeisance like this, no? But that day I don't know what happened, I just offered like this. Now Prabhupada noticed that. And he told his assistant, so many sannyasi were there, he told one of the sannyasi to go and tell me that it is an offense. Those days I did not know English very well. So Sadhanya Maharaj was there, British devotee. So he came and he told me. But I didn't understand what he is saying. And Prabhupada noticed it. And he called me. So I went. I was a 17-year-old kid. I went there. How old are you? 15? Okay, 2 more years to go. So, to go to Vrindavan. So I was 17-year-old. So Prabhupada called me and he said, in Bengali Hindi, he said, Udhar Thakur hai. Thakur ke taraf pair nahi karna. He said, Krishna is that side. Don't put your feet towards Krishna. I understood immediately. There was. Then after some time, I became assistant to the temple president. His name was Akhyanand Swami. So Prabhupada, wherever he was, he used to go morning walk 6 o'clock. Wherever he was, all over the world, he used to go morning walk 6 o'clock. Even slept 3 o'clock still to go. So that day, Akhyanand Swami, those days we got 3 red ambassador cars for Prabhupada, one Mayapur, one Bombay, one Juhu. So Prabhupada was going to morning walk, and my service was to clean that car every day, to clean the car. So Akshananda Swami, he told me that I forgot a file. I had to show to Prabhupada. I'm just going to get the file. Meanwhile, if Prabhupada comes, then you open the door and make him sit in car. Because though there are not so many devotees were there, Mostly Western devotee, Indian only, hardly handful devotees were there. So immediately he went up, and fortunately Prabhupada came that time. And then what did I do? I opened the door by this hand. By this hand, right hand. I should be other side of the door. No? I was here and open the door like this and offer my obeisances. So door is open, but my hand is in between the door. And offering obeisances. Then I realized, what a nonsense. What a great mistake. I started trembling. And Prabhupada was standing there. He was smiling on my foolishness. Then I offered obeisances and folded hand. Prabhupada did like this on my head. I had a big sikha, still I have. So he did like that. So one was Bapu, another was Bani. By Bani he said that udhar Thakur hai, Thakur taraf pair na karna. And Bapu, by his lotus hand, he blessed me here. So by his blessing, I am still trying to serve Prabhupada. So these are the two incidents happened. Otherwise, seeing him was always there. Especially evening time, he like 6 o'clock, he used to sit in garden, and very close devotee used to be there. We are not allowed. So we used to climb on the guest house, on the roof. Myself and Radharaman, now he Maharaj. So two of us will just sit down for hours like this and watching Prabhupada, nothing else. So, yes, nothing much. Hare Krishna.
Wait, did you ever go to Gaudiya Mission in Cuttack, Odisha? Odisha, Cuttack?
No.
Because I think I saw it. No, actually, I think I saw it.
Cuttack.
Cuttack, Odisha, Cuttack.
No, Cuttack, yes, we have our center. I went to our center. I look after Odisha also. I'm the general secretary of many parts of India, like Odisha, some center of Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Bihar, Jharkhand. So I go there, but I know I'm not going. All right, we are supposed to leave by 8:30. It's already 8:35. Because tomorrow again. Thank you very much. Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much for Prabhuji. We'll only chant Hari Bol 3 times. Hari Bol.